Hello everyone, and welcome to the ETS branch of the Grappler's Circle, working a few Sambo techniques today. Now if we end up on all fours, that's kind of a bad thing. Not just for the reasons you might think if someone said it was bad to be on all fours, but because it means that you're really tired. It means that the fight hasn't gone so well for you. So anyway, I'm gassing or I've been hit hard or whatever. I have to assume the position. And then John comes in. I'm going to roll in and do the desperation knee bar. Okay? So this is another way I can lock this up. I can also lock it up on this side or go for the foot lock. Or if his leg comes down, we have the crush right there as well. Okay? So, desperation knee bar. Okay, our next one, we're going to do a rolling arm bar. So I get all set up, I come over to ride the turtle, baby. And then your leg is going to come around and capture the arm of the shoulder, and then you just roll. Okay, so from here, I can also come over his head. Okay, and I can also come in for a combination bar or over the top. Okay, bonus plan, if in the roll, I'm able to get a hold of this, then I have both arms. Okay? So if I lock this up right, I actually have two arm bars going at the same time. And if I want to be mean, wrist lock, fingers locked, all kinds of good fun. Plus I'm digging my heel in. So it's preschool playtime. Another variation, same thing I can set up, bonus plan, if I have a kirk or a gi, I can hold this and already have the arm secured. Now I'm going to use my leg to create like a bicycle hook over his head. So as I roll in, I can start with the bent, then come in, extend, or I can still set up the crush. Okay? And once again, if I have it, I can go for the double whammy. Okay? Sometimes you get stuck because the guy is smart and he puts up a strong defense. So we got a few different things we can play with here. One is I sneak my heel into the bicep so that I can actually use my leg to get rid of his other arm. Okay? And then from here, wrist, right into the crush, or back into the bar. Okay? Weaving it. And I like to do that little turn because it makes it harder to fight. Another one, if he's connected, is I'll go in an elliptical circle. So from here, I'll go down this way and then around. And then that'll start with a wrist lock. And once again, and with the bar. Okay? Now, if you're adapting this for combat or for a street situation, then we have the old yoo-hoo or the capping. Okay? And now that he extends his arm again, I use my feet to make sure he can defend, come in real tight, and do my king tut. Okay. Another one we can play with here is, instead of going for the arm bar, we can set up the crush. So I'm going to hook this under, and he's already screwed there. One little thing I like to do is hook my foot under his body. So I got to pull this way and I push this way, and that locks him up. Another thing we can do from here is, once that's set up, I can keep this tight, come up, and I'll do this carefully. I'm going to roll, and now he's locked here. If for whatever reason this slips, that's okay. I just rotate it, let it lay into my hip, and come on up into the omoplata. Okay, on the next one, he comes in to shoot. I'm going to stop him. Then I want to capture this arm. My top arm comes over and under to bring his leg and his knee close together. And then it's like you had to go to the bathroom in the forest. So I'm going to get my hips under me and dump him over. Okay, so I have the knee bar and the arm bar simultaneously. Plus, if I want to really be mean, I can go hitchhiking. Okay, sometimes you got a guy who's a real good clincher, and if it's one of those MMA type of situations where he can knee, I got a problem if he can get both arms on the inside, because then I'm potentially eating all kinds of knees. Okay, so one way to deal with the knee and also deal with him is that when he knees, I'm going to exploit that movement by going with it and getting both arms over and getting his leg. Then I do a little knee lift and patty cake. One final note from the lineage of Vladimir Butokov and Grandmaster Alan New is that, as we know, music is very important in Russian culture, and they actually study how to time the rhythm of the body, because within your body is an orchestra. You have the heartbeat and your breathing and the movement around of all the cells. And so my coach always said that Sambo is a dance. So as we're moving around, I'm always tracking his movement, and rather than be stiff and hard, I'm fluid and flexible, so that when the moment is right, I feel it and you're in. And part of that concept is, rather than depending on a lot of lifting strength, I just make myself part of him and lift my hip right over my privates, and then it doesn't take much strength. Okay? So the concept is, you're being a good dance partner, and you lead your partner to be dancing with the stars. And those would be the stars that he sees when his head hits the floor. Spasibo.